Welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm BattleMode, and today I'm going to play something that's a little bit different to the stuff that I usually bring out on this channel. This is Dune Imperium, and it's a board game. It's a digital version of a board game. And like at the moment, I don't really have time to play longer games. I'm really struggling to find the time to play stuff like Dominions and start this new Shadow Empire series. Although, for those of you who are Shadow Empire fans, by the way, I am in the process of setting up a new game, so never fear, it's on the way. It's going to be soon. But in the meantime, I've actually been trying to play stuff that doesn't take quite so long. Now, I've been playing this for about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit less, and I really like it. It's a really, really good game. It's one of the most beautifully made games I've ever played. I think it's definitely the best Dune game that's ever been made. So let's jump straight into it. One of the reasons why it's taken me a little while to kind of... Oh, by the way, I'm going to play single player, not multiplayer. The single player AI is actually quite good. Like, it's often the case with these kind of board games. And this one is no exception. I'm just going to play with 3 players this time because it's it's long enough with with 3. I'm going to play it on medium difficulty. I can win this. Like, I win about 50% of the time, I'd say, on medium. Apparently, there's not a whole lot of difference between the medium and hard, actually. So I'm just going to keep it on medium for the time being, because I would actually like a chance to win. It does actually beat me occasionally. Now, the way the game works with choosing the characters is there's some kind of randomness to it. I don't actually know the full board game rules, guys. So you're going to have to go off what I'm going to show you here. It wasn't really intending to be a tutorial, but as always, I can't help but tutorialize as I play. So I'm going to try to explain the game in basic terms, because it is a complicated game, but it's just beautifully made. Okay, we've got, these are the 2 guys that we've got the choice of playing. The number of hexes here is the level of complexity that the game thinks that the leader is. So we've got Paul Atreides and Baron Harkonnen, 2 of the most iconic characters, I guess, from the Dune universe. Now, Baron Harkonnen's kind of harder to use. I think he's a little bit of a higher skill cap. I can't win with him yet, so I'm gonna play with Paul. So what's the difference? Baron Harkonnen has this ability called Master Stroke. This will make more sense, by the way, when you see the games, but I'm going to read it to you anyway. So at the start of the game, secretly choose 2 factions. When you deploy 4 or more troops into the conflict in a turn, reveal your choices and gain 1 influence with each. So what this means is, when this is kind of like, this is representing the fact that I think in the books, Baron Harkonnen was quite cunning, and he did this big attack on Arrakis with this secret, attack with the Sardaukar as well, that that he'd kind of like got from the Emperor. So I think it's kind of to sort of simulate something like this. As going forward, right, you'll see that this game is so beautifully made within the realms of the lore of the original Dune book, that it's so great. I've got to show you, man. His ability, right? Everybody has this kind of ring card. I forget what it's called now, but this is the card that everybody gets, and each one is different. With Baron Harkonnen, it's called Scheme, and that gives he can actually pay 1 Solari, which is the credits in this, and he can get an intrigue card. I'll show you what those are in a minute. Paul Atreides gets an ability called Prescience, so we can look at the top card on my deck at any time. Also, his ability is called Discipline, and he gets to draw a new card whenever he plays this one. Okay. I'm gonna let the AI. Yeah, looks like Helena Riches is going first. So, just what happens in the game is you have 10 rounds, okay, and every single round, I'm just gonna watch what Helena's doing actually. Okay, so she played. She actually played her ring card, or whatever you call it. And this guy went to the Fremen. Okay, so now it's my turn. I'll actually describe what's going on. This is the playing board, and it looks really complicated. And if it looks complicated, it's because it is. This is your deck of hands. This is your hand, sorry, or deck of cards at the bottom. Your hand of cards, and this represents your working deck, and then you've got a discard pile as well. Okay, so this is your hand. You've also the board is then split into these locations, okay? So you've got different locations, and there's three different types of locations. You've got the spice trade locations. These represent places. These represent the places where you can get spice on Dune. So you've got the Imperial Basin here, Haga Basin, and the Great Flat. Now, I'm not going to explain each one individually yet, but I'm just going to go over it briefly first. Then you've got the city cards. You've got Arakeen, you've got Carthag, you've got the research station here, and then you've got Siege Tabba, which is one of the Fremen's secret places. You can't access this one yet. You have to get relationship with the Fremen first. Finally, you've got the Landstrad. Now, the Landstrad has the High Council, the Rally Troops, these are all actions essentially. You've got the Hall of Oratory, you've got the Swordsmaster location, and then you've got Amentat. So these don't represent spaces on the board necessarily, but when you play agents here, you can get certain abilities. Okay. So the way that the game works is, let me just explain this too. We've also got 4 factions that you can gain favor with in the game. You've got the Fremen, you've got the Bene Gesserit, you've got the Spacing Guild, and then you've got the Emperor. And each of these has when you play a card on any one of these 2 adjoined locations or agent slots, you will gain not only the benefits that it offers you here, but you also gain favor. And when you gain 2 favor with any of these guys, you'll see as you go up these slots, look, everyone starts on the bottom, and as you gain slots, you'll move up this tree. You'll move up this ladder. When you get 2 points, you'll get a victory point. And the game's played with victory points, by the way. So you get a victory point when you hit 2. And that can never be taken away from you. You can then continue up, and when you hit this level here, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. When you hit level 4, you will gain a victory point, and that means that you've got their favor. But that one, you can lose it. So if somebody then climbs up further than you and goes up to here, or if you drop down for some reason and somebody overtakes you, then you will lose your favor. You'll lose the victory point, and the other person will take it off you. So there's a bit of a race. Now, on this side, we've got more cards. These cards are available for purchase at the end of the round if you've got enough points. Now, you see, when I hold over this card, you see that blue diamond with the 1 in. Every one of these cards, or most of these cards, have this one's worth 2. What you do is you count up those numbers. I can't remember what that currency is called now, but I think it's some kind of purchasing. So it's basically your purchasing power for cards. So if you've got enough, let's say we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would allow us to buy 5 points worth of these cards. It's a deck building game as well, but the deck building element is built into the rest of the game, and it's not a super heavy deck building game. You can play it like that, but there's other play styles as well. So you do have the opportunity to be able to scrap cards to reduce your number of cards, so you get the better ones. But you don't have to kind of play like that necessarily. So yeah, there's that as well. And the way you win the game is that you have victory points, and at the end of 10 rounds, the player with the most victory points wins. Or if you reach 10 victory points on any round, like if you hit 10 victory points on a round, at the end of that round, then everybody's victory points will be tallied up, and the person with the highest will win. So usually it's going to be the person who hits 10. However, there's some other things that can happen. Okay. It's funny because I've been putting off recording this video because I knew it's going to take ages to explain it. Finally, the last thing I think that we probably need to really explain, just for the basics, is the way that the skirmishes work. So in every round, you've got this battle that's going on. This time it's just a skirmish. Okay. Now, this card basically represents what you win for for completing the skirmish. If you come first place in the skirmish, this one means you get 1 influence with one of that arrow. The black diamond with a question mark on it and an arrow going up means you get to pick an influence from one of these. So you can actually increase your influence. Also, you're going to get 2 Solari. Okay, and finally, we should just describe what all the resources mean. So we've got We've got water, which is generally used in these spice trade locations in order to exchange for spice. There's a few other things you use it for too. Spice is you get it from here, yeah, and you can also get it from a few other things, and like cards, and you generally spend the spice in exchange for benefits. Either you can sell it on the market and get Solari, or more, so that's more cash, or you can trade it for favors, basically from the Emperor, the Spacing Guild, and the Bene Gesserit, and there's some other things you can spend it on too. So this is spice is like the second most important resource after victory points, because if there's a tie in victory points, the person with the highest spice will win. Okay. Next we've got these cubes. These represent forces, like legions, or I can't remember what they're called now. Yeah, troops, basically. These represent troops. And so basically in the skirmish, when you deploy your troops into the skirmish, each one is worth 2 combat points. So these swords are your combat strength. So you can see that here, Helena Riches, she's deployed 3 of her troops. She's got 1 in the garrison, so that means that she's got basically, she's got 1 left over. She's only deployed 3 so far, and that's given her 6 combat strength. Some of the other cards, like this one for example, will give you an extra combat strength at the end of the round. Just quickly how cards work. We don't have a good one to show, but you'll see that there's 2 bars. You can't really see it, but above that blue diamond with the 1 in it, there's a kind of an empty bar. I've not got any that actually show this, but if there's something in that bar at the top, that basically means what you get when you play the card. There's also a type. You'll see it's got a yellow triangle. This means that the Dune, the desert planet, this card can only be played on these spice trade cards. This is the type of agent that this is. You get 2 agents per turn until you open up more with the Swordsmaster. So, for example, the dagger. This is a Landstrad agent card, so you can only use this on these green ones here. The Dune, the desert planet, is only for the spice trade, and then you've got ones that are the city ones as well. Also, you'll see here that this is a diplomacy card, and it's got the symbol of the 4 different factions in the game, and you can play this in order to actually open up one of these factions and move up in the ranks. Okay, you now know the basics. There's a hell of a lot of strategy to this game. It's so wonderful. Like, each one of these things represents, an element of the novel Dune, or if you're into the film, then it's it's the same thing. So it's really, really cool. As any Dune fans who haven't played this game or haven't played the board game, as you start watching the game, you'll see how it really does feel like it's just like the most accurate representation of Dune I've ever seen. It's so cool. Okay, so I'm going to make my first move. There's two basic approaches to the game. In the Landsraad here, we've got this location called the High Council. Now, when you send an agent here, you only do it once per game per player, and it costs 5 Solari. But once you do that, for the rest of the game, every turn you get an extra 2 of these, whatever these points are called. I'm sorry, I forget what these points are here are called now. Just yeah, it doesn't actually tell you. It tells you in the tutorial anyway. I forget. So basically, we'll just call them card points. It basically allows you to get an extra 2 card points. So if you are trying to get better cards, if your playstyle involves getting better cards, which is usually what you want to do, then you want this as soon as possible. Let's have a look at a card that we could get. For example, the Lady Jessica here, you'll see in the top portion of the bottom half, she's got these 2 card icons. So when you play her, and she can be played on the Bene Gesserit cards as well as any of the other Dune Planet cards, she's going to give you 2 cards. She's going to allow you to draw 2 more cards, which is really strong. If you don't play her, at the end of the round, as you can see at the bottom, she gets 3 card points, and then she actually gives you 1 combat point as well. So yeah, so you want the better cards basically, because the more card points you're getting, if you're trying to go for if you're going for this victory type really, where you're buying better cards, really what you can do at the end is, once you start getting enough, and you can get 9 of these card points a turn, you can start buying this card. This is the Spice Must Flow. Now when you get this one, it gives you a victory point. So as you can see, you the more of these card points you get, and the more cards that you're drawing out that have more of these like high level card points at the bottom, the more of these cards you can get towards the end of the game. You don't want to get them too early because they don't have any effect themselves, and they kind of dilute your deck. But anyway, the other way to play it is you only get 2 agent moves, so you basically get 2 moves per turn. Unless you get the Mentat, you pay 2 Solari, and you go like this, and this would allow you to take the Mentat. The Mentat then gives you a free extra move, and you get an extra card, but it costs you 2 Solari. However, he's only temporary, right? You can also, the other play style to go for is to not worry too much about the high level cards, and instead go for the Swordsmaster and get more cards. The Swordsmaster costs 8 Solari, but he gives you an extra turn, so you get 3 agents per turn. And you want to try again, even if you're going with this strategy, it's good to get this if you can afford it as soon as you can. You don't need it though, but when you have 3 agents, obviously you're going to be using more cards, so you kind of want more cards with that strategy. So it's less about trying to get these really high level cards and more about kind of just getting ones that you need in order to, like when you've got an extra agent, basically you can just do more stuff. Okay, I'm going to start playing. So we'll just have a quick look what the other characters did. So Helena Riches played the Signet Ring, so that's what that ring card is, and she recruited a troop and she got an intrigue card, and she sets aside a Bene Gesserit sister and deployed 3 troops. So she's got 3 troops now in the conflict. So already, this is not the most important of the battles to win, because you don't get any victory points for this one, but we want to be on there, I think. That said, I don't care that much if I miss this, which means that we could try to go straight for the High Council. So there's a couple of ways we can do this. I think what we're going to do is we'll play Dune the desert planet, and then we'll play this diplomacy card here. But we'll probably do it this way around. So let's go. We're going to play the diplomacy card on wealth, which is an Emperor agent move. That's going to give us 2 Solari, and it's going to give us 1 favor with the Emperor. Let's end our turn. Once all your agent turns are over, you then get what's called a reveal turn. Okay, this guy, he went on the fold space icon, or space, and that gave him a fold space card. That's kind of a card that just kind of allows you to do like use any of these things, and then you discard it afterwards. Okay, next we're going to get the other 5 Solari that we need. So we're going to move on to secure contract. This is going to give us 3 Solari. So we've got the 5 now that we need in order to open the High Council next turn, but we didn't manage to deploy any troops. So you see that he's deployed all 4. She's deployed 3, so he's got 8. Yeah, now it's they're going for their reveal turn. What they're doing is they're cashing in all of their card points, and they're buying cards with them. And you see that it's saying that they're acquiring cards. Look, so it looks like they're acquiring numerous cards. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have a set a rule where I'm only going to take cards if they're like 4 or 5 or more, basically, unless it's a particularly useful card that I need, because I like to keep my deck small. Okay, so this is our reveal turn. There's also intrigue cards you've got. You can get them in various places, like here with secrets, with the Bene Gesserit one. You can get it here at Carthage as well, and also the Emperor. If you trade 4 of your spice, you can with the Emperor you get 5 Solari, 2 troops, and one intrigue card. It's a really good one to play. Okay, so let's hit reveal. So we got 3 of these card points. So yeah, I don't want any of these, I don't think. This is actually quite a good card, Dr. Yue, because he's only 1, right? But he gives you 1. He immediately lets you draw a new card. That's quite useful. But I don't think I'm going to get it. I'm going to wait. Like I said, I don't want to dilute my deck too much. Okay, you also get a chance to play some of your intrigue cards at the end of the round. Okay, so the skirmish results are in. Count Ilban Riches, he won because he had the highest combat strength. She came 2nd place. So he gets to pick one of these, and he went up to he actually chose the Fremen here, so he's actually winning the race of influence with Fremen. She and Helena Rishis, she got second place, so she got 3 Solari. Okay. Okay, he played the Menkatak card. They put an agent on here. That gives him an extra turn. That's kind of interesting because it seems a bit weird. Like, why would you swap one turn for another? Well, you know, you spend 2 Solari to do it, but you do get to draw a card, and it enables you to go last as well, because you're going to go later than other people who've got the same amount of agents as you, and that can be strategic. Okay, we've got a Seek Allies card. This one is discarded after we use it, so we only get it once. I think this turn, really, we want to play this. Now, this would allow us to draw another card. I might play the dagger. We really do want to try to win this one. There's a victory point. Also, because it's the Siege of Carthag, it means that if we win this, whoever wins this one owns Carthag, and then they get an extra. Anybody who plays an agent card on Carthag itself, not only do they get the extra troop and the intrigue card, but the owner will also get an extra Solari. This is really useful to get. So we want to get this, because that actually people will land on these. This one at Arakeen and Imperial Basin. These are all possible to be owned, and people land on them all the time. So you will get goodies for it. Okay, what do we want to do? I want this as soon as possible. I think I'm going to try to. I might just. Yeah, I don't know, because I also want to win this. Because this is a good one. So what I was thinking of doing is playing that to get this card. Alternatively, we could just go to rally troops here. Now the thing is, in order to, you see some of these say combat space, right? When they've got the little crossed swords in the corner of the tile. If they're a crossed swords one, that means you actually get to deploy some of your troops. Not all of them are, right? So you've got to be a little bit careful, because these ones only allow the spice trade icons. These 3 only allow you to deploy two of your troops. These I think are 4, and these are 3. I think this one Highliner is really good. So you trade 6, which is a lot, but you trade 6 spice, but you get 5. It gives you 5 troops and 2 water, and then it immediately allows you to basically just to dump all of your garrisons into the battle. So it's really powerful. So part of the game loop for if you're going for this is get more water, use the water to buy the spice, and then use the spice to buy one of these 2 to get the troops and the extra water, and then you just keep repeating, and that's how you keep getting your victory points. So that's one way that you could go. All right. By the way, for those of you who already know how the rules are, I'm sorry that I'm having to go through it all, but I want people to see how this works, because it is a really, really wonderful game. Once I've explained it all, then that'll be it. I'll just keep playing it, and this is a game that I can play like over and over again, because this is so fun. Okay. Yeah, I want to win this. I think I might even wait for the Lancerad. Mind you, look, there's some good cards this turn. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd get 5, 6 if we grab this. We can't quite afford her. She's a really good card, though. Sardaukar Legion's good too. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this. What can we land on then? We probably want this one, I'd say. Because I want an intrigue card, I think. Let's play reconnaissance on here. It's going to give us an extra troop, and we're going to be able to deploy up to 4. Oh no, it's 3. Okay, I can't remember. I think these are all a little different. I can never remember how many they each give you. These are definitely 2. I think these must be 3, and this one's kind of just like loads. I think these might be 3 or 4. I can't remember. Anyway. Okay, so she played Imperial Basin. Now, the way these ones work is... Okay, so both of these guys are grabbing spice. If you don't harvest the spice in one of these locations each turn, then it keeps... what happens is it actually the number grows. So you get a base number. So for example, Imperial Basin gives you 1. This one gives you 2, but you need to pay a water. And this one gives you 3, but you need to pay 2 waters. But you'll see that this guy, he just... who was it? Yeah, Ilban Rishius. He actually played on the Great Flats. And he paid 2 water for that. But he ended up getting 4 because there was an extra one sat in there. So we really want to grab this if we can. Because this would be 3. The problem is we're going to use our water. And kind of want this. That said, if we get this water here, this would enable us to play another card here. Now, these two have both got an extra turn, so it's possible that they could get some more. They could get more garrisons in, but there's a bit of a strategy to this, right? So you don't want to play too many of your troops. You want to play just enough that you win. You know, you're able to win the battle. But some of these intrigue cards allow you to buy more combat points, and often in exchange for spice. So getting spice wouldn't be a terrible idea. We've got 3. She's got 1. These guys haven't got any. I think I'm probably okay here. In which case, I might play... Let's get some more water. We've got 2 water. Okay, so we've moved up to level 1 on the Fremen. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab this anyway. I think it's worth spending your troops. Even if you lose, you might come second, and then, you know, you get the second place bonus. I don't think these guys are gonna place any. Yeah, yeah, he went for the influence point with the Emperor. But Conspire is good. He's got a bunch of garrison troops for that. And an intrigue card. We've got a poison snooper. This allows us to look at the top deck of our card, draw it or trash it. Now, we can already see the top deck of our card all the time because that's his special ability. Okay, so it's our reveal turn. Now you see the dagger gave us an extra combat point here. And we've got 5. No, we've got 3. Oh yeah, that was what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to grab the High Council seat. I'll do that next turn. So, what is there we could grab here? No, I'm not going to bother. I'll pass on that. Okay, so she got an extra 2 points. She took an Arrakis Liaison. So this card's always here. You can always grab this if you want it. The Arrakis Liaison's just there, basically, just in case there's no other decent cards and you're struggling to get stuff. Okay, he got Dr. Yue there as well. Okay, so let's just pass our last turn. This is a turn where you get to play any of your... You know, if there are any cards that you've got to increase your combat power, that's the chance to play them. Okay, so we won the Siege of Carthage. This is good. We get a victory point and we get the control marker on Carthage itself. So anybody now who lands on this will give us a Solari. Or a Solari will be generated for us. Okay, so we're on round 3. And yeah, this is Sort Through the Chaos. So you actually get a Mentat for winning this one, which is kind of weird. You get a Mentat. I think that comes through on the next turn, or on the next round, and then you get the same as the second place on top of that, which is an Intrigue card and 2 Solari. Okay, now we've got Convincing Argument. I don't like to scrap those. Yeah, I'll wait to play this because Convincing Argument's a decent card. What do we want? We need garrisons. We also... we don't get to play... Oh, damn it, we can't even do the High Council. Wow. Turn 3 and I don't even have this yet. What do we want then? We need to get some garrisons. I'd like to win this, but I'm not that bothered. Let's get an Intrigue card. What do we... See, we could actually spend 1 water and get 2 troops. That would give us a victory point as well. Alternatively, we can just grab 2 extra Solari. I don't think I need those though. Yeah, I might go for the cards. Okay, we got a corner of the market card. That's interesting. So this is played in the end game, and it basically means if you've got 2 of these Spice Must Flow cards, you get an extra victory point. And then if you have more than each opponent, then you get an extra victory point on top of it. So this is like, there's a couple of these end game cards that kind of give you the option to play in a certain way. So yeah. What do we got here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just thinking we could actually grab this card with this, and then we could get a Spice Must Flow immediately, or we could get the Kwisatz Haderach card, which is a really powerful card. Okay, he's playing Signet Ring on the High Council, which is here. He's gone for the High Council now. I couldn't get it this turn because I didn't have a Landsraad agent. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, I don't have the High Council door, so 5. Playing this would give us 6, 7. Then I could get Lady Jessica. And what we would do then is I would just not play a card, basically. There's also this one available. This is also a good one, the Carryall. I think I might actually do that. Let's get... play the Reconnaissance card. I think we'll go here. Okay, and we'll deploy 1 troop. So at least on the leaderboard. And we'll end the turn. So I lost this game a lot before I started winning, and then I started winning quite well. And then I started just practicing with different approaches, because there's loads of different strategies. It's one of those games where you can go on YouTube and people will just be giving you strategies on how to play. It's really, really cool. Okay, what do we want to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we could play this, get this card, and then get Lady Jessica. That might be worth doing, because she is a really good card. I think I'm going to do that. Let's draw that card out. Okay, with the Poison Sweeper, that gives us an extra 1. The Signet Ring. 5, 6, 7. Okay. So that gives us the ability to take this card here, and this is going to be our strategy. Immediately upon getting Lady Jessica, it gives you a what do you call it? It gives you one of these, an influence. So we probably want to grab an influence with. Looks like Elena Rashis is racing up here with the Spacing Guild. We could open up Siege Tabor if we got this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Fremen. And then we'll get a victory point for that. And then we open up Siege Tabor as well. Okay, end turn. Okay, he's using Bindu suspension, so he can actually suspend his turn until someone else has gone. That's an interesting choice. So, yeah, it looks like I'm going to lose this unless one of these guys pulls some of their troops back, which you can do with certain cards. Now, because I've been explaining it, I haven't really been paying a hell of a lot of attention on what these guys are doing. We could go back and look through the action log, but I won't bother. Just for the sake of this first introductory game, I'm just going to play and we'll see how it goes. Okay, I don't have any more cards I can play, so I'm going to hit pass. Okay. I'll say Helena won this one. Ilban came second, so she gets that Mentat for the next round. Okay, Cloak and Dagger. So this is an interesting one because you actually get influence in 2 cards if you win this. This is quite a good one, but again, because there's no victory points, you can miss this one and not, it won't be the end of the world. Okay, he played a Sardaukar Legion on Wealth, which is there. I like to try to contest the top of these if I can. Okay. What should we do? We've got 2 water. We don't have anywhere getting the spice though. That's annoying. And we have no garrisons either. Sorry, no troops. I kind of want to get. Should we get another card? Let's play a reconnaissance onto here. Yeah, at least it allows us to put a troop out, and we got another card. 2, 4, 5. Looks like, damn it, he took the High Council. Yeah, I've kind of screwed up in this game because I should have got the High Council when I had the opportunity. It's quite late to get it now. It will still be worth like an extra 10 card points if we get it on turn 5. So it's not the end of the world. But it has limited the you know, the level of cards that we can get. That said, we're not doing too badly. We are joint first at the moment, and we are quite close to getting another bunch of points. These level the stage 2 on each influence ladder is quite easy for people to get. So basically you can actually get 4 points quite easily, providing that you've got enough diplomacy cards and the like to actually get them through the game. It's getting to the level 4 that is more difficult to take and keep. Yeah, it's annoying that we can't get that one. What do we want? Yeah, so we don't have a lot of choice here. I think we're probably going to just grab this one, which will allow us. Maybe I get another card. This one's good. If you land on this one, somebody's got 4 cards. You actually, or 4 or more cards. You actually steal a card off them. So that's cool. Shuffle your discard pile into your deck, then get a card. Okay, that's nice. Okay, she went on Carthag. Okay, she's banged a load more troops down into the skirmish. So it's really fun because basically you can either contest the skirmish, or you can kind of ignore it and try to get some of the other victory points, or just sort of build up your forces for the next skirmish. This isn't a particularly important one in my opinion, so I wasn't that bothered that I'm going to lose this again. I might come second. It depends whether he plays anything or not. Okay, I actually got 4 because I got an extra 2 from these daggers. Okay, we've got the Fremen camp and the Fremen camp and the Gunthropter. That's not bad if you've got spice. You can turn it into 3 troops, or you can use the Gunthropter. Each opponent loses 1 garrison troop. This is quite good as well. Okay, we're ending our turn here. So she got 1 extra point, so she's up to 9. She grabbed some cards. Okay, and I'm going to pass on playing any more cards there. So I came second there. So I didn't get the influence, but I did get an intrigue card and some spice. So she's got 6 cards left. We want to try and grab this now so we can steal some cards off her. Wow, look at this one. Okay, we've drawn Lady Jessica. That means we can climb higher in Bene Gesserit if we want to. Okay, he went on to Research Station and got a bunch of cards. So this is what I mean, right? It's really thematic. It's like you imagine that by putting the water into the Research Station, and if you guys have read the book, you'll know what I'm talking about. The Research Station is where they meet. They meet the character that Leet Keynes. That's it, the one that they gender swapped in the film. But yeah, Leet Keynes, and so you're sort of giving water to the Fremen basically here, and then in return you're kind of reaping the rewards of the research that you're getting. I love it. Like here, for example, the still suits. The still suits gives you water. I mean, of course it does. And then you can actually later on you can trade that water to get some Fremen warriors. Look, so you trade the water for some Fremen. You get some troops. It's great. It's so well put together. Okay, what do we want? This would be worth getting. We get 4 for that. We only pay 1. Alternatively, we could at 3. I think 4 is going to be better. That's going to give us 5 spice. Oh, no, we can actually play that. That's going to... If we play 4 spice... if we pay 4 spice, we can get a victory point. We can do that at any point as well. So we'll keep that for the time being. Let's just end the turn there. Now, this is machinations. This gives us... It gives you 2 points in influence with one of the factions if you win, which is really, really strong, I'd say. So you kind of want to win that one. We don't have any... Yeah, we don't have any agents. I think I'm going to finally go for this. This would give us... She would give us 2 cards. We could pay for the Mentat. We pay for the Mentat, we'll get an extra card. Let's just do this one. I'll keep Lady Jessica. She gives us 3 card points anyway. Okay, so we get to draw a card. Okay, good. So now, every turn, we get an extra 2 card points at the end of in the reveal turn. So this turn, we're going to get 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which means we can get a Spice Must Flow card. And the Spice Must Flow, as you remember, immediately gives you a victory point. Now, the problem is with getting those... If you've got, like me, and you have started to get some of the bigger cards that are going to give you more card points, you can start snowballing because you can start getting a lot of these. So you can kind of ignore the battles a little bit. However, the last 3 rounds of these, so the conflict levels, there's once you get into level 3 of the conflict level, I think it comes at level 7, or round 7, 8, and 9, or 7, 8, 9, and 10. You actually get ones that give you 2 victory points. So as you can see, the stakes get higher and higher as you come towards the end. The other thing is, of course, that even though somebody might be fairly far ahead, at the end, if you're one of your players has been playing in a way that enables them to pile on a load of stuff all at the last minute, they can get like 4 victory points all in rapid succession. So just because you're ahead doesn't necessarily mean you're winning. You've really got to keep an eye on what your enemies are doing. Okay. What do we want to do here? We don't want to do anything. We're just going to hit the reveal. So we can get a Spice Must Flow. I think we want to do that. There aren't any great cards here that would help us. So let's just go for the extra victory point. Now, the problem is with the Spice Must Flow is it does arrive in your discard pile to be mixed into your deck again. So if you draw that, it's not great. Let's just see what these guys are doing. Okay, so he played Carryall. Carryall's really good. It gives you double the base. Oh no, he acquired Carryall. It gives you double the base level of spice. So you can get really, really huge amounts of spice with it. Now, we want 1 more spice point, and then we can purchase the Highliner, which will give us a whole bunch of stuff. Now, I've been kind of ignoring this. It's not usually a good idea to do this. Because the goodies that you get for this really do like help you snowball in the game. Okay. Terrible Purpose. Okay, so this one allows us to scrap a card and a victory point if we win. Not bad. Okay, we need 1 more spice and then we can get the Highliner. Or we can trade. Yeah, we could go for Conspire. That would give us 7 Solari. So we're almost at the 8 we need for the Swordmaster. And an extra card. The problem is, we've already got 3. Yeah, maybe I go... Yeah, we definitely need some garrison troops. I'd like to win this one. Now, when you play multiplayer, by the way, you get 90. There's only 90 seconds to make your move, which is just to keep the game flowing. Once you know the game quite well, you can. That's quite doable, I'd say. We could get to trash a card here if we get this. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with. I get this. No, I think I'm going to go with this, actually. So I'll go to Hugger Basin. We'll get some spice. Next turn, we'll be able to get the Highliner, providing somebody else doesn't take it before us. Okay, they played an intrigue card. And she used it to move up and take the alliance with the Spacing Guild here. She's quite a fold space card. I'll just show you what that one does. As you can see, you can just basically play it anywhere. And it enables you to draw another card as well. Okay. Meanwhile, Ilban Rashes has taken the alliance with the Fremen. We're actually a little bit behind. I know we're looking like we're doing well, but I need to win one of these now. So let's go for the Highliner. So we swap our 6 spice for 5 troops, which we get to deploy all of immediately. I'm actually going to deploy them all here because I really want to win this one. We've got 2 daggers to play. Shuffle your deck. Discard pile into your deck and then press. Then you get an extra card. 2, 4. An extra card would be nice. That's quite a good card. Let's see what else we get. Okay. So we've got an extra Dune the Desert Planet card. They played rally troops. That gives you pay 4 Solari and you get 4 troops. The thing is, you don't. It doesn't also. It's not a combat space, so it's not quite as good as this one because you don't get to immediately put your troops down. Okay, hit the reveal turn. We've got 12 points altogether. That might have been a bit overkill. I think I'm going to get Leet Keens here. Reach. Maybe not. I was just thinking, like, she... Yeah, +2 for each Fremen card you have in play, including this one. Yeah, that's got to be... Oh, I see what you mean. Right, okay. Yeah, we don't have any other Fremen cards, though, so that's probably not that great. The Fremen camp might be a better one. Like, she's useful because she allows you to actually, she works like a diplomat, but she can go to the Fremen. As soon as you get her as well, she gives you an increase with the Emperor. That's an interesting one that she gives you. Might be worth getting just for that. Okay, so that gives us a victory point, look, because we've moved up to the second level of influence with on the Emperor's ladder. Okay, she's gone for a Spiceman's Flow, so she's got an extra victory point. She's only on 3. She's really not gone very far in the influence apart from with the Spacing Guild. Okay, he's got a Kwisatz Haderach card. That's a really, really interesting one. Basically, you can play it. It gives you an extra agent turn. And what you do is you take one of your agents off the board anywhere, and then you move it to any other place, including ones that have already been that have already got an agent on them that turn. Because you can actually block people out from taking turns. So, for example, let's say, whoever it was who played the Highliner here, they've now blocked anyone else from being able to take the Highliner this turn. But the Kwisatz Haderach just allows you to steal that completely. Okay. Yeah, we got no cards to play, so we just pass. And this guy played Tiebreaker. Allows him to add 2. Oh, he must have something else. Ah, he's got an Allied Armada card. So he played 2 Spice, and he got a whole bunch. Oh yeah, we've lost this one then. Okay. We came second, so yeah, that's a shame. We did actually spend quite a lot of resources getting this, so that was unfortunate, but that's just the way it goes. So he's actually jumped up to 5. We've got to start getting ahead. Now, fortunately, we do have some spice and we got some water. Okay, Grand Vision. This one gives you, again, it's no victory points, but it gives you 2 influence with the faction of your choosing. I bet you any money he gets this. No, he went for Carthag. Okay. That's going to give us money. We get a Solari for that. Okay, I should take this here, because we've got 3 water. We could get 2 cards with Lady Jessica. But actually, she's 3 card points. I think I'll use this one instead. What we're going to do, so we're going to grab this. This is going to give us 5 spice. Takes us up to 7. And then... Yeah, we don't have the ability to get the highliner. Oh yeah, by the way, look, this is why the Spiceman's Flow is kind of annoying. You can't actually play this card. However, at the end of your turn, you will get an extra spice, so it's not a terrible thing to do. We should probably play this one here, I think. We'll play this one here, and then maybe we'll just go for that combat space. No, neither of these are combat spaces. Okay, that gives us 7. As a reconnaissance card. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. You can take turns back, by the way, providing you've not unveiled a card or anything other else that random has happened. Okay, he's gone for the Sardaukar Legion. Going to give him a bunch of troops. Okay. What's nice is, by the way, the UI in this game is really good. It actually highlights the different agent slots that you can actually use that turn. I think we probably want to let's play Lady Jessica, and yeah, we'll trash one of our cards. We'll get a couple of cards in exchange. But let's get our cards first. We'll get our point with the Bene Gesserit, and then we can trash a card. I think we'll get rid of the dagger. We can get rid of these from the play area as well. Let's get rid of a Dune the Desert Planet. And that still leaves us with 4 next turn that we can use for Conspire. Yeah, it looks like Helena Rashis is probably going to win this one. Mind you, he's got a lot of... Yeah, he's saving his. Okay. There's loads of cool double crosses that you can do with this where, you only play a certain amount of your garrison troops. Like he, for example, she might stop playing the combat strength cards now, or, more troops, because she's like, oh, well, look, he's not played any, he's only played 2. And then all of a sudden, Richesse could play intrigue cards, spend some of his spice, and get a whole bunch of extra combat points and win. So there's some really, really nice little tactics that you can use there. Okay, we've got an extra spice. We've got 8 points. Actually get what's the name? I forget whether I acquired that card now. Let me just move this up a sec. Which card did I grab at the end of the last turn? I can't remember who it was now. Yeah, I don't think I got her, did I? The Leet Keens. No, I don't think I did. Okay. In that case, this one's quite a good card. Let's just grab that, and we'll leave it at that. With this kind of build that I'm going for, you've got to be a little bit careful getting too many cards, because it just sort of dilutes the pool of cards. That's where the deck building side of the game does come in a little bit. If you're going straight for the Swords Master, sometimes people don't really worry too much about that, and they just pick the cards that they want, even if they've got quite a few. Okay, so Helena Richesse won that. Won the Grand Vision. Okay. I should try to get this one here, the Bene Gesserit. Okay, so now we're at this Battle for Carthag. So we were previously the owners of this one, but it's up for grabs again. Plus you get 2 victory points, as you can see. Getting towards the end of the game now. Now, because we are defending, because we own this, we actually get a free troop deployed. Oh yeah, I did get Leet Keens. Okay. Sorry, what did that guy just do? Oh, he got the highliner. Yeah, okay. Ouch. I was hoping to get that. So, I really want this, but we also need to get some troops down on the deck. Wow, he's got loads though. Yeah, this is going to be hard to beat now because we don't have any garrison troops. We've only got the one deployed troop, and he's got 5 more to play. So yeah, not very easy. Not an easy one to do. I think we might get this. We're going to spend 2 of our spice. Okay, so we get a victory point for that. We've taken the alliance with the Bene Gesserit. I can't remember if that gives us any benefits with Lady Jessica. Yeah, we're going to scrap a card. Let's get rid of the dagger. Yeah, let's get rid of the... Let's get rid of the dagger. Can't really get rid of those as quickly as you can. Oh, we got an ambush card out of it. Okay, that's only 4 though. But it's free. You don't have to pay any spice for it. That's nice. So if you remember, each deployed troop gives you 2 combat points. Okay, so she's got some Bene Gesserit abilities. Or influence, I should say. He's moving on to Hagar Basin to get some spice. So one of the loops you can do basically is to get water and then harvest the spice and then use the spice to buy troops and get more water if you can get the highliner. All right. We could potentially get the 2nd place here because we could play the ambush card. That would give us 3 extra spice. In that case, let's get some. I'll just spend this to get the rally more troops. We'll rally troops. End the turn. She played on wealth. Is this one? Okay, so she's taken the lead on the alliance with the Emperor, getting her extra victory point. He's played research station with the Mentat. Okay, let's just reveal our cards. We've moved up to 5. Now we can actually deploy a troop because this is the ability that we get with the Gunthropter, and you see that it gives you an ability at the end of the turn here. What a shame we didn't have an extra point here. So we've actually gone up to 7. Could we play shifting allegiances? 1, 1, 2. Yeah, I'm just wondering if we can try and challenge any of these. She's got the Emperor. He's got, Ilban has got the Spacing Guild. Gene Manipulation. That's not a bad card. Yeah, that enables you to scrap cards. That's actually quite good. Okay, she's buying more cards. So as you see, as you purchase a card, they are replaced with new ones out the deck. So if there's sometimes somebody will take a card that you really want. Oh, he's played this Quishak Haderach. Watch how this works. So he's moving one of his. There you go. Look, he actually moved it from there to here. Enabled him to steal some cards off other people. Ah, okay. He's recalled one of his agents, which means he gets another turn. He played that twice. That's kind of interesting. Oh, and he's moved up to challenge me for the Bene Gesserit. Okay, so I've got to move up now because if he gets another one, he will take it off me. At the moment, I've still got the alliance, so I've got to try and get up further up to try and keep the one that I've got. Okay, he's played Master Tactician as well. He's really trying to consolidate his lead. Do I want to win this one? I bet she's got a card that she can play to get the 2nd place. I think I'm going to try, because I would like to, even if I come second, which I will, I would like to get the intrigue card and the spice. Okay, so she passed on that. Well, I would have won that anyway. Okay, he's just playing more cards to try and get higher. He doesn't need to worry though. I don't have any more cards, so... Gosh, it's been an hour. Don't worry, folks. It's nearly over. Yeah, next time I play this, it'll be a lot quicker because I won't have to explain how it's played. Okay, so he's actually... I actually won this one. No, I didn't. I came second, sorry. So he got 2 victory points there. He's 2 clear points ahead of us. Oh, he's playing a card that gives him 3 spice as well. And I got 3 spice and an intrigue card. Oh, that's good because I can immediately play that one and get myself an extra victory point. So I'm going to do that straight away. Let's get this victory point in. So I'm up to 7 now. I'm in second place. Okay. We don't have a... I really, really want to get the highliner, but I can't get it. That's disappointing. Now, you can sell spice for cash. We could sell 1 spice. Oh, no, it would be 2. Yeah, I kind of want to keep more, though. Yeah, I'm actually going to do this one. Let's trash a card. We'll get an extra influence with the Bene Gesserit to keep us ahead. Draw a couple of cards. Okay. I'm going to trash one. Let's just trash Dune the Desert Planet. We don't need that one now. Okay, well, we got a whole bunch of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't quite have enough. We have to get a spice must flow. Yeah, we probably want to try and at least try to win this one as well, because Riches seems like he's got more troops. Yeah, he played on Carthag. Thought he would go for the highliner there, but he probably hasn't got perhaps he hasn't got a card to get up there either. Neither do we. He's put 3 troops down for 6 points. What do we want to do? Try and get another card out. Okay, we got 3. We managed to get 3 garrison troops out. That's all we got. I don't think we're going to win this one. He's probably got something up his sleeve. He's got an extra turn to play. Oh, okay. So she played a card that enabled us to get onto Carthag as well. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we can actually get a spice must flow this turn. He actually got a mentat, so he's got one more go to go. Okay, we actually ended up getting 11. We can deploy a troop as well, so we can get 12. That's not bad. Now, there's Worm Riders. This is a good card. If we've got 2 influence with the Fremen, we can at the end of the turn we get 4 combat points, and you get another 2 if you've got an alliance. I don't think it's worth getting there. Let's go for the spice must flow. We need to win the game now. Stilgar's also a good card, by the way. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that because we got too many cards, as it. Now this is really powerful, by the way, because if you've got 9 points, if you play that, you'll force the end of the game right there and then. So, oh, look at this. Is she gonna beat us to this? I wonder. See, if I'd have got this one here, if I'd have won this one, it would be the end of the game because I would have reached 10 victory points. Oh no, it would be the next round because you get the victory points at the end and then you play out the last round, I think. Is that right? I'm not sure, actually. It might tally them up at the end of the round. I'm not quite sure the exact points there. Anyway, it looks like... I don't think we're going to win this. We're going to at least draw. Okay, he got an extra victory point there. What was that from? Oh, he's hit 10! Oh, damn it. We need to play this card. So, yeah, it's the last round. Can I not play this now? Damn it. Okay, she's played Private Army Shoot. She's going to win this too. So she's going to get up to 8 points. No, I can't play this now. I thought I should be able to. Perhaps you can't play it in this phase. So that's it. I think this is going to be the end. Okay, so she won this one, which means that we are actually joint. We shared victory points now. What do I want? I've got more. In the case of a tie, he's going to win, but in the case of a tie, it's going to be the amount of spice. Now I've got more spice. I should get a victory card just in case we can get. Okay, we can get the victory card and the spice. Okay, that's no use. Okay, so the end of the game. Oh, I cornered the market with one of my cards. I actually got 9 victory points. If only I could play this one. Okay, so I lost, but I came second. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that is Dune Imperium. I love this game. I think it's really good. I'm sorry about it took such a long time to play that first one. It's because I wanted to explain how the game worked for those people who don't know. I hope I did a good job. I think if you know, next time I play, basically, things will start to come together because I'll be able to take a little bit more notice of what the other players are doing, because you really do need to watch them, so you've got some idea of what kind of cards that they've got. But anyway, that is it, folks. So I will probably play this again. I really, really like this. This is a game that I can just play usually relatively quickly. Like if I'm not chatting, it's usually over in about half an hour, 40, maybe 40 minutes. So yeah, let me know what you think about this game in the comments, and if anybody out there wants a multiplayer game, come and let me know. I'll catch you next time, guys. Take care.